Now let's see what the transport bar is. If you look at this lower part of Cubase window, normally in regular view, when you just start Cubase, you should see this middle part here, which is called the transport bar. Now, if you can't see it, you can just go to the upper right corner, open it, and click on this, this tool here, and then activate transport bar. So if this is not checked, just check it, and you will be able to see the transport bar. You can also access it on pressing F2 on your keyboard. And I will keep it here on my project window for the better overview. Now, I will have to skip some of the parts of the transport bar since some of these things just require separate videos so that you understand it better. And the first of those things would be automatic quantize. We'll discover that in practical examples to see how practically it works. Now, the next part on the transport bar we have is the position of our locators. This is the left locator, this is the right locators. And if I click on these kind of little flags, I can set my, go to my left locator and go to my right locator. Now again, this middle part here, punch in and out options, we will be using when I'm going to show you an auto recording trick, very useful with these options. For now, believe me, let's just skip it. Now the mid part, we have some regular transport commands. So we can play the track. If I go back to my first to my left locator and I play the track, and I can stop it. Obviously, I can loop the entire track. If I just go and drag my locator to the right, let's just loop this first part so that we can see how it works. It keeps it looping it constantly, and this is how you create a loop. Now, the next part we have here is where our locator is at the moment. So if I just click here, it says basically where my pointer is, or however you want to call this vertical line. Now, the next thing we have here is select primary time format. You want to keep this most of the time at bars plus beats. If you're creating music, this is the only thing you will need all the time. Maybe when working with movies, you would like to keep it at seconds or time code, but I won't go into detail about that. Now, you can also select your tempo here in the transport bar. The default one is 120. If you just double click on the number, you can change it at whatever you want. Just type in the number, let's say 100. We'll go at 100. Let's just go back at 120. And here under E, Edit tool, we can open our metronome. Now, I have a separate video for you upcoming in this section about metronome and in details. So this is just a general overview. Let's close it for now. But if I double click on these three lines anywhere, I get expanded options as well. So if I double click at the metronome here, you get these two to choose. The first one is activate metronome, or you can press letter C to have it on. If I mute the track, let's play it. No metronome, I press letter C. It starts working. Great. And this second symbol here is for activating counting. So very useful when you're recording. You want to hear a certain number of counts, certain number of clicks before, to get you in tempo before you start recording. So if I press, let's say, record here, if I go to my metronome settings, which we will set up in a separate video, but just check out this option here, click during counting, go OK. I press record. You hear a 1 bar of counting, and then it starts recording a new track. Okay, so this would be some basics about the transport bar. Let's move on to the next video now.